Alright guys, it's day 2 here. It's Sunday. Basically what we're going to do today is try to get the crossover pipe and the fuel system done today. We got, let's see if this light's not, light's dead. So we got this side manifold off, and then we had to cut the exhaust because the studs, of course, they didn't want to come off. So right now I'm actually just working on trying to get the driver's side manifold crossover pipe, or the down pipe off the exhaust up there. I believe you can see my light here. But yeah, those bolts up there on that flange, got 2 of them off. This one here behind the O2 sensor. Man, this fucking autofocus blows dick. Alright, so yeah, that one right behind the O2 sensor. I gotta take the O2 sensor out here, so that's gonna be fun too. And then basically we're gonna reuse this little stub of pipe, and then we're gonna come across underneath the trans, and then we're gonna shoot up here and go right into the bottom of that log manifold. And I'm gonna try to reuse as much of the stock exhaust as I can, because there's definitely a lot of pieces you can reuse. Like even like this piece right here might just actually weld right back actually on that piece. So I'm gonna try that, cut that into 2 pieces. But yeah, I'm gonna get this thing out of here and be back in a second. All right, so here's the driver's side exhaust off the manifold here. That's the flange that goes right. We'll be reusing this piece here. Just had to take out that O2 sensor. Some heat really helped getting that out. It's actually pretty easy once I heated it. And then basically I chopped the cat out, first one there, and then I'm gonna try to reuse this crossover pipe as our crossover from this flange here, crossover, and then go into the bottom of our V-band here on the log manifold. So that is the goal there. So I'm probably gonna throw the log back in here, and then toss that piece back in and just see what kind of cuts I need to make this all fit. I'll tack it up, and I'll probably do what I always do, and I just put a little flex, turbo flex joint right here. I actually had trouble with just regular flex joints sucking in, not even on the actual hot side of like the exhaust off the engine. I've even actually had it happen off of the down pipe, off the back of the turbo. I've even had them suck in. So basically, if they don't have interlock liners, stay away from those flex joints because they don't work at all. But yeah, I'm gonna fit this in there and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so I got this piece cut up a little bit, and then I had some leftover pie cuts, so I had to use 4 of them to get around the starter and trans lines. So I know these don't look like pretty welds, but welding exhaust pipe never ever looks pretty ever. And if you can believe it, my entire race car is built with welds and pipe just like this, and I've never had a problem, not once. No cracks, no leaks, nothing like that. So I'll get this tacked onto this pipe here, and then I'll show you guys underneath what it looks like. Alrighty, well here's what we came up with anyway. There's a couple little bends, I welded them up, put her on there. Use this piece. I had to use a couple more pie cuts, which sucks, but I had them laying around, so I used those. And then I put a flex joint on the driver's side crossover part there, and yeah, I'll shove it in there. I'll show you what it looks like. Alrighty, I got the crossover installed. It's not the easiest thing to put on, but it'll do. So I don't know if you can see in here, but this is the driver's side. Got a light. So that's where it comes down off the driver's side manifold, and it kind of squeaks around the drive shaft here since it's all-wheel drive. And then this is the original crossover tube. It's got that flat spot on it, but that won't matter. And then shoots across and then goes up. And then show you here where I had to go around the trans and the transmission lines. You guys can see in there. Basically has to snake around the off the log there. Kind of got to kick out and kick down, and then go around the transmission and down here. So it's a little tight here laying on the ground, but you get the idea. So pretty much reuse all the stock crossover stuff and a couple high cuts, but they're nothing fancy. They're just regular exhaust, 2.5 inch exhaust pipe. So yeah, and then Steve got the box off here, and we're just gonna be doing the fuel pump stuff. So on this truck here, it's actually fairly close to the cab since it's a 4-door crew cab and it's got the short box on it, but that's probably stuff we'll do in the next video. So I think that's gonna be it for this one, guys. So yeah, we'll see you back on the next one. You know the deal. Get out in the garage, start working on something, be about it, because no one likes to hear you talking shit about shit you don't even fucking do. So yeah, you guys could like, comment, subscribe, keep this build keeping on, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.